musician, citizen of the world.
No one told me you were a singer.
You like?
Yes, I do.
Oh, a lifetime ago I sang for that prick Bert Newton. I was good. Had myself some big dreams. Didn't turn out how I planned.
That's a shame.
Maybe I should try again. What do you think?
Oh, I think everyone in this life has a right to follow their dreams wherever they may lead.
Oh, you're not one of those self-help gurus, are you?
Absolutely not. Do you know who I am, though, Mrs. Elmer?
Well, it isn't hard to guess. Strangers rarely stop and chat. Plus, you know my name.
Of course. So, do you recall being visited by someone from the Institute last week?
Oh, I'd have to check my calendar on that.
I believe you saw Dr. Papadopoulos.
Oh, yeah. Good old Dr. Papa. That's right. Can't say I was crazy about the name.
No?
No, my ex-husband was a Greek. Spoiled the breed for me.
That's too bad.
Not as bad as the broken nose he gave me, the ruptured spleen, the VD. What's your name, by the way?
Oh, Elizabeth Baker.
Oh, there you go, pure Anglo-Saxon. Be still my heart. Well, pull up a pew, Doc. You are a doctor, aren't you?
I am.
Noble profession.
Might I ask, besides Dr. Papadopoulos' name, was there anything else you found problematic with our visit?
Oh, beside the fact you and your cohorts are shooting ducks in a pond.
If you give us a chance, I promise you'll
Benign departures. That's what you should call yourselves, instead of whatever it is. Make the place sound more fun, like an amusement park. This Anzac Day, join us for one of our spectacularly benign departures.
Mrs. Elmer, you did agree to be interviewed, correct?
Of course I did. Well, how else could I prove my point?
Your point?
That I can pass your damn test.
There is no test, you understand. We merely...
Evaluate, so I've been told.
And you wish to prove this point to who?
Well, mostly myself. Well, that's the purpose of an evaluation, isn't it? To evaluate to see whether my life is worth a damn. If not...
It's a little more complicated than that.
It's curtains for me.
At the end of the process, we suggest a course of action which you may or may not choose to take, along with a significant financial annuity set up for your beneficiaries.
How much?
Sorry?
The significant annuity. How much are you folks paying out?
Oh, it varies. A lifetime limit could easily cover, say, university education for a loved one.
Whoa! Lucky loved one! Is that after taxes?
Mrs. Elmer, why did you really end your session with Dr. Papadopoulos?
He wasn't giving me a chance. Oh, I could see it in his eyes, in the tone of his voice. He made up his mind about me the moment he saw me. Wasn't any point in taking the evaluation. I'd already been evaluated by sight.
I'm sorry you felt that way.
We all judge by our covers, we lions of longevity. We're used to it. Truth be told, I'm hardly at my best here, as you can see.
Up to this point, are you satisfied with me as your evaluator?
Well, you could have worn something a little sexier. But so far, so good.
And you're willing to complete our survey this morning?
Well, in lieu of a steak and martini lunch at Brecky Creek, sure.
Let's give our first question a try, shall we?
Go for broke talk.
Would you say that in today's job market you are currently employable?
Well, let's just chew on that one for a sec. Billy's Burgers put me out to pasture 3 or 4 years ago. I dropped one trade too many, so you can strike my chosen career path off your list. Executive secretary might be a bit of a tough sell. Any other work? Oh, I know. I bet I'd do fine on the Supreme Court. Are there any vacancies? Any of those legal eagles popped off recently?
Any realistic job opportunities? Anything on the horizon?
There's only one thing on my horizon, Liz, don't you know? Distant Horizon, I mean.
B, have you been diagnosed with any sort of disease or diseases?
Of course. Life. We're all terminal. Don't they teach you that in med school, Doc? MS, I've had it for years.
Okay. Is that the reason for the wheelchair?
Oh, I'm in and out. If I get my cocktail of drugs, I'm good to go. Usually. They tend to be a bit stingy with the meds these days.
They?
Your bosses, the government, insurance company, pharmacies, you know, gatekeepers. Hey, you couldn't help me with that, could you, Elizabeth? I've got a list here. If you could get me my medication for 12 months, I'll take you out dancing tonight.
I don't prescribe medications.
I wasn't asking for a prescription. I can't afford prescriptions. No, I'm talking about straight out theft. Can you help me with that?
No, sorry.
Wet rag. What else have you got?
Husband deceased. You have a son. Any other close family members?
Well, I'd hardly call him close. He lives in Adelaide. Quite frankly, he could live right round the corner. It wouldn't make much of a difference.
So is your son not aware of your current condition?
Well, he sent you here to begin with, didn't he?
And therefore I assume he's unable to assist you in any way.
Ipso facto.
Other relatives? Siblings, grandchildren?
Well, no siblings. And you know I've got a grandchild. It must be in your file there somewhere.
Oh, it is.
He's 12 now. Hey, why all the boys, I ask myself.
Isn't there a daughter-in-law?
Ha! You look up narcissistic bitch in the dictionary and there she'll be. Encyclopedia Britannica has devoted an entire page to her. Oh, I can write a book.
So not close with the daughter-in-law?
You're funny, Liz. You know, for an assassin, I like you.
Mrs. Elmer. Maggie, my only job is to be your advocate, your friend. I hope you appreciate that.
Friend. I'm going to hold you to that, Lizzie.
Question D. Would you say that you are currently in any meaningful way contributing to society?
Really? That's your question? D for fucking dumb.
I hope you're not feeling...
Well, go on. You hope I'm not feeling... Well, I am, just so as you know, feeling. But I'll keep it to myself in the future if it'll help with my score.
There is no score. Anyway, what do you think about the meaningful contribution business?
It's bullshit business, fair and square.
Oh, here's one. Should have some fun with this. Name 5 things you've most loved doing throughout your life. Your 5 favourites.
Well, you're right there. Fun, fun, fun. Sex. Oh, I really enjoyed sex. Not with Mr. Elmer, though.
Okay, number 2.
Reading. Just sitting by myself, when I could be by myself, and reading. Oh, yeah, that's number 2. Actually, it might even be top of the list.
Okay, number 3.
Travel. Oh, not that I did much. I never went to Europe or anything like that. But anywhere different was good for me. Oh, and I really love gambling. Love those horses.
Okay, that's 4.
I really enjoyed... Jeez, I think it'd be a bit easier, wouldn't you? Not motherhood. Marriage. I'd say booze, but that led to this sorry-ass state of affairs. I really enjoyed giving people shit. And I was good at it too.
You still are.
You bet your sweet ass I am.
Okay, so which of these do you still enjoy? Sex?
You getting ideas, girlie? Oh, of course I don't still enjoy sex. How could I? Who could I enjoy it with? With these eyes?
Okay, travel.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll wheel myself down to the 7-Eleven and get myself a candy bar. Salvation Army serves dinner 5 nights a week. Oh, I go to the ATM to get my pension out. Oh, last week, I travelled to the emergency department. That was fun.
Who looks after your belongings when you travel?
Oh, the fella in the Australia Post store. He looks after my things or keeps an eye on them while I'm on the road. He brings me water occasionally. Lets me use their restroom.
It's nice of him.
He says I remind him of his mother. Must have had a hell of a childhood, that's all I have to say.
And the police let you stay here?
It's a constant battle. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, things I can't do anymore, that's right. Well, I'm broke, so no more horsies. What else did I say?
Giving people shit.
Yes, right, still here today with you. Oh, I'd do your ivories any time, Lizzie. You finished?
Not quite. Questions G and H. Last ones. Was it worth it? Would you say that your life has been worth living?
Of course. Well, of two minds about the whole thing, really. Life worth living. Well, yes and no. What other option was there?
Okay, so then to the present day, after our meeting, perhaps when you're here tonight getting ready for bed, will you still think life is, as you currently experience it, worth living?
Getting ready for bed? Good one, Lizzie. In my tent, I have a large pot to piss in, and the other. So if I don't want to inhale my stink, I have to find a dumping ground. Maybe that day I procured a meal of the sort. Sleeping isn't all that you could hope for. I've got 3 or 4 sleeping bags piled up, but it ain't nothing like a mattress. At night, the junkies come out, and the whores. They're just conducting business, so what are you gonna do? Everyone's gotta eat. The worst are the drunks. They've got no good reason to be here, except their arseholes. I've had a piss on the tent, steal my stuff, call me some very creative names. Stinking pile of shit springs to mind. The other night, 2 guys sat over there and they diddled each other, and they were noisy about it too. What else? I have no money, no ability to make choices for myself. I can't even get my proper medication, so most of the time I'm stuck in this motherfucking wheelchair! Is my life worth living? I'm working on it, okay? Does anybody ever pass this test?
There is no test.
At the end of an evaluation, do you ever say to someone, "Hey pal, you're looking good. You've got plenty of years left in you, so knock yourself out"? Ever say anything like that?
The possibility exists.
But have you?
You'll have our final evaluation in a day or 2. One of our legal associates will bring the contract over. In the meantime, read this. Or have someone read it to you, perhaps your friend from the post office. Instructions are quite simple for anyone who may be helping. We can also have an associate bring you to one of our care facilities.
You? Thought so.
Food and water.
Huh?
If you decide, before the injection, make sure to have plenty of food and water. Might get an upset tummy otherwise.
Oh, you really are funny, Liz. Tell me, how many dead people have you been the advocate for?
I've only been with the Institute a month.
Oh, new kid on the block, eh?
Something like that.
Oh, well, give it a bit of time. They tell me assassins eventually develop a thick skin.
No one wants to kill.
Oh, if you say so.
Any other questions before I leave?
You know, for a moment there, I deluded myself into thinking that the advocate friend wasn't just a ploy. That you might have liked me enough to want to spend part of your day with me.
I do like you, but we're encouraged to keep a distance, an emotional distance from our clients.
Okay then, Missy girl, I do have a few questions. What if I'm afraid of needles? Any chance we can go about this some other way? Like, say, guillotined, or maybe a fast-acting poison placed discreetly in a bowl of soup?
How about
How smothered with a pillow, like poor Desdemona?
Maggie.
Hey, is the Institute anything like a car dealership? Do you have a monthly leaderboard where the advocate who sends the most lost souls to an untimely demise wins a week in Hawaii? No answer? Not prepared to reveal?
Fine. Yes, if that's what you want to think. If it gives you some solace to believe that I work for an organisation whose sole intent is to kill you off, then your choice. But then I have to ask you this. Why? Why did you agree to be interviewed in the first place? Why go through this charade if all you're going to do is mock the process? I'm sorry. I truly am sorry for the position that you're in. But you know what? You're not the only one. Life expectancy in this country has grown astronomically in the last 25 years. In the 1980s, homelessness in Australia was practically non-existent. Next year, there will be over 1 million. That's not a joke. How many destitute people can a society sustain? The Institute is asking hard questions. I know that. But doesn't someone have to ask them before we drown ourselves as a species? Life is not a movie. There's no such thing as a long, beautiful death. There's a void. You're facing it now. In my own way, I'll face it someday. My husband, my friends, everyone at the Institute, probably sooner than we think. You can deceive yourself in whatever clever, creative way you like. You're pretty good at it, I'll give you that. But none of that alters the fact that for the vast, vast majority of us, life is nothing but a great disappointment that inevitably ends in catastrophe.
Oh, well, I figured you folks were run-amok bureaucrats didn't realise I was joining the Nihilists of Australia Club.
Maggie.
Health and Human Services. What gall!
Listen to me.
Have you ever stopped to think what that symbol means?
Symbol?
The symbol on your stationery.
No.
Do you know what it represents?
No.
The wings of an eagle protecting the people. Let the irony of that one sink in for a minute.
I'm being straight with you here.
Yeah, you are. But you can save that for one of your other clients facing the void, missing me. I'd rather live in misery.
Your choice.
What did you do before becoming an assassin, Liz?
What does it matter? I was a paediatrician.
Oh, wow! You went from one end of the spectrum to the other, didn't you?
My practice wasn't as lucrative as you might think. Plus, there were other factors.
Do tell.
Personal factors, things I'd rather not talk about if you don't mind.
Oh, come on, Lizzie, you can tell me. I'm not mad at you anymore. I can keep your secret. Take it to the grave.
3-year-old. She'd been hospitalised. Her doctor was away for the weekend. I'd agreed to do his rounds. It was a Sunday, busy day, lots of patients to check on. She'd been diagnosed with gastroenteritis, treated with fluids. I checked on her, concurred with the diagnosis and treatment, and moved on. Turned out she had meningitis. Died the next day. She was worried about her bear, about a stuffed animal, a bear. She said he wasn't feeling well, asked me to.
So what happened? You were charged?
Never went to trial. Hospital lawyers, you know.
What did your hubby say?
Same as everyone else, not my fault.
Didn't help.
No,
Well, it's been a while yet. Time heals wounds.
not all of them.
Here, help yourself.
Thanks.
Oh, I've been waiting for that all day. You can have as much as you want, Lizzie. I have a source. If my balance wasn't for shit, I'd self-medicate morning, noon and night.
Not for me. Plenty for you too, I imagine.
Party pooper.
I am sorry, Maggie. What I said to you before about life ending in catastrophe, it was cruel and unnecessary, obviously. Not even true. Everything that's happened to you, what you're being put through, it's awful, really. Inhuman.
Oh, let's not get all melodramatic about it, for Christ's sake.
Listen, I have an acquaintance, a pharmaceutical rep. I might be able to get you a supply, not for long, but a supply of what was on your list. Just enough to last you for a few months.
Months?
And see here, I've altered the results of the survey, left a few of the answers blank. That way, when I send this in, your evaluation will register as incomplete.
And what happens then?
What happens is they'll leave you alone for the time being. Not forever, of course, because you're in our system, but...
I don't have forever, do I?
No. But this should give you some time to, well, make some changes. Maybe find somewhere to live, perhaps a part-time job, something that would prove to them.
I'll hop right on it.
I wish there was more I could do, Maggie.
Oh, if you can get me my meds, you'll be my superhero.
I'll see you in a few days then.
Hey, superhero Lizzie, in case I miss this, why exactly are you helping me?
Because I like you.
When I say what's wrong